You would have to have paper bills.
I don't. I remember I'm one of these, but
There you go. I was doing it.
Guys, welcome back.
I'm the one that's not the paper.
All right, all right. Welcome back. Damn, I forgot my other phone. Hold up, I'll be right back. All right, all right. Welcome back to the 11 p.m. Maricopa County live court session. Who are we going to have on today? I don't know. What are we going to see?
All right.
All right.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Court is now in session.
Can you guys hear me? Testing, testing. 11 p.m. No, 4 p.m. 4 p.m. It's going to be the 4 p.m. session, if you will. If you could hear me, give me the thumbs up. If you can't hear me, give me the thumbs down. Here we are. Let's see who's in here today. Who's in the chat? Let me see. Pop the chat at the chat. Hey, Rebecca, gracias. Highly appreciate. Hey, what's up, love? That's right. Hey, thank you for the thumbs up. Hot Mess Express. You can hear me. All right, all right, all right. Let me see. Hey, thank you.
Good evening. This is the time for the 5 p.m. calendar and initial appearance court on March 1st, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints made on the first calendar of this month will apply to all hearings on this calendar. I will call you each up to the podium one at a time. Please listen for your name. I'm then going to announce whoever is up next. Please sit in the chair that's right outside of the courtroom. I'll let you know what you've been arrested for, what your next court dates are, and any release conditions that I'm ordering today. Let's go ahead and get started with Lourdes Parra to the podium.
Lourdes.
And Michael Gutierrez to the chair, please.
And Michael Gutierrez. Que salga.
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Lourdes Parra, 9/13/81.
Thank you. We are here today on two different cases. The first is a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court. Because you were already on felony release when these new allegations allegedly occurred, I do have to hold you non-bondable on this case. But I am setting an evidentiary hearing on March 7th at 1:30 p.m. Speak with your attorney. Your attorney can argue for your release at that point in time. We're also here today on a failure to appear bench warrant on your other case in the Superior Court. I will affirm the attorney that was already appointed to represent you. I'm setting a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. And I will affirm the bond in that case in the amount of $500. But don't post that bond because you're being held non-bondable in your new matter. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab that to your left and take a seat. Michael Gutierrez to the podium. And Terry Luna to the chair, please. Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Michael Ray Gutierrez, 11/9/84.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of burglary in the second degree, Class 3 felony, possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, Class 4 felony, theft, Class 6 felony, resisting arrest, risking physical injury, Class 6 felony, and 2 counts of criminal trespassing, both Class 1 misdemeanors. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I'm setting a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $25,000.
25?
That doesn't mean you can use a bonding company. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses, no weapons or drugs without a valid prescription. Also, it's my understanding that you're on parole at this point in time, so I am instructing you to contact your parole officer within 24 hours of your release. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and take a seat. Terry Luna to the podium and Garrison Smith to the chair, please.
Up next. Hey, what's up? Hey, how's it going, Trista? Wendy?
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Yes, Terry Ann Luna, date of birth is 03/13/1982.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of aggravated assault, domestic violence, impeding breathing, Class 4 felony, and criminal damage, Class 2 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $15,000. That does mean you can use a bonding company. If you do post bond, I am ordering that pretrial services supervises you in the community and that they install an electronic monitor on you prior to your release. As a part of your release, I'm also ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any victim, complainant, or witness, no weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must obey any terms of any order of protection or order against harassment that has been or will be issued. Finally, I'm ordering that you not reside in the same location as any listed victim. If you do share a common residence with a listed victim, you must find an alternative place to stay and bring proof to your next court date. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Yes, can I request Veterans Court, please?
So that's going to be something that's going to be post-conviction. That's not something beforehand. But talk to your attorney about that. That is an option later down the line.
Okay.
Garrison Smith to the podium.
You gotta learn how to keep your hands to yourself.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Garrison Ford Smith, December 24th, 2001.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, Class 3 felony, and disorderly conduct with a weapon, Class 6 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $10,000. If you do post bond, I'm also ordering that pretrial services supervises you in the community and that they install an electronic monitor on you prior to your release. As a part of your release, I'm also ordering that you not have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Yes, sir. I gotta be in Atlanta, Georgia on the 10th for a court case. And, I'm not gonna be there.
Okay, I don't know what's going on in Georgia. It's very possible that you have a court case. I am appointing you an attorney in this case. You could talk with your attorney about permission to travel for that case if that's appropriate. But that's up to your next judge.
Sir.
Any other questions?
No, that's good.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork and take a seat to your left. Jaden Clarity to the podium.
Up next on The
And
Price
Lewis
is Wrong.
Stewart to the chair, please. Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Jaden Clarity, 01/30/2000.
Thank you. We are here today on 5 different cases. Let's take a new case and then several arrest warrants. On your, I apologize, a failure to appear bench warrants.
FTA.
And then 4 arrest warrants. On your failure to appear case, it is a case involving 1 count of narcotic drug possession, 1 count of drug paraphernalia, and 1 count of theft.
Damn,
I will affirm the attorney that was already appointed to represent you in that case, and I will set a status conference post-warrant on March 6th at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court. On your arrest warrants, you were charged on the first case with 1 count of narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony, 1 count of dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony from an incident in October of 2022. I will appoint you an attorney in that case as well. On your second arrest warrant, it's for 1 count of narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony, 1 count of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, from an incident in June of 2022. I'll appoint you an attorney in that case as well. Your third arrest warrant, 1 count of narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony, 1 count of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, from an incident in June of 2022. I'll appoint you an attorney in that case as well. And then finally, an arrest warrant for narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, from an incident in December of 2022. Damn. I will set in a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court on each of those 4 arrest warrants. I am going to set a secured bond in each of your 5 matters today in the amount of $1,000. So you have a total bond of $5,000. That is secured. It means you can use a bonding company. If you do post bond, you'll have the same release conditions on all of your cases. I'm ordering that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions? No. Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork from the officer and then take a seat to your left.
Hey, so I'm gonna share something with you guys. If you guys are
you still
out there
getting
committing
stuff
crimes and
Okay,
you
I'll
get
just
caught
send them
for the
to
same
right
thing
now.
2 or 3 times, so
Louis
like let's say you
Stewart to
do
the podium,
robberies and you
and
get
Michael
caught 2 or
Granger
3
to the chair,
times,
please.
you're not good at it. Stop doing that. If you're gonna commit crimes, at least change it up.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Louis Gilbert Stewart III, October
What up,
19th,
Tony?
1996.
Thank you. We are here today on a probation violation warrant for violating terms 3, 4, and 5 of your probation. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you. I am setting a probation revocation arraignment hearing on March 7th at 8:30. That's in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the bond and the warrant. It's a $2,500 secured bond. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must contact probation within 24 hours of your release. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
What did you say the bond was?
$2,500.
Okay, and yeah, I do have a question. I need the FBI.
FBI?
I tried every humanly possible way to contact them.
Oh, this is gonna be
I need
good.
somebody to contact them for me. And this isn't. Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Okay, so I'm appointing you an attorney. You may want to talk with your attorney about that. I do not even know where to start in order to contact the FBI for you. So
I start on Google, probably.
Google.com.
Okay, you'll have access to a phone when you get back to process.
No, that's why I was asking somebody else to do it. But thank you for your help anyway. Appreciate it.
Michael Granger to the podium. Mariella Majewski to the chair, please.
FBI flush.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Michael Granger, 9/22/91.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court in new case. You were arrested on allegations of aggravated DUI, passenger under the 15, Class 6 felony, 1 count of aggravated DUI, blood alcohol content of .08 or more with a passenger under 15, Class 6 felony, 1 count of DUI, blood alcohol content of .08 or more, Class 1 misdemeanor, and then 1 count of DUI, liquor, drugs, or vapor in your system, Class 1 misdemeanor. I will find probable causes for these allegations, and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $2,500. If you do post bond, I am ordering pretrial services to supervise you in the community, and they conduct alcohol testing and monitoring as a condition of your release. I'm also ordering that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription, no possessing or consuming any alcohol, and no driving without a valid driver's license. It is likely that your license has been suspended based on these allegations, so check with the DMV before you get behind the wheel of the vehicle. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
I have a question for work. I drive for work, so I get like a permit or something. What?
So, I mean,
forget about
it's possible that your license has already been suspended from the DMV's point of view. That's nothing that this court has done.
Okay.
So check with the DMV about what your next steps are and if your license is in fact valid.
All right.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
Okay, go ahead and take a seat for right now. They'll bring your paperwork shortly. Mariella Majewski to the podium.
Majewski.
And Kevin Jones to the chair, please. Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Mariella, and then my birthday is June 28th, 97.
Is your last name Majewski?
Yeah.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court in new case. You were arrested on allegations of 1 count of aggravated assault of a first responder, Class 5 felony.
Hey,
1
it's
count
better
of
than
disorderly
Swallows.
conduct, Class
Mark
1
Swallows.
misdemeanor,
Who remembers
and
Mark
1 count of
Swallows?
unlawful imprisonment, Class 1 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause, and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $1,500. That does mean you can use a bonding company. If you do post bond, I am going to order that pretrial services supervises you in the community. I'm also ordering that you not have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, no contact with the arresting officers, no possessing any drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions? Okay, go ahead and take a seat for right now.
Hey,
We'll bring your paperwork out shortly.
Who remembers Mark Swallows? What day
Kevin
was that?
Jones to the podium.
I need to clip that one. I need to go back.
And Timothy Cannon to the chair, please.
I forgot to clip Mark Swallows.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Kevin Platt Jones, 11/21/97.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court probation violation warrant, actually 4 of those warrants. It's all for violating terms 2, 3, 4, 5, and 15 of your probation.
That was yesterday?
I will appoint you an attorney to represent you on these cases. I am setting a probation revocation arraignment hearing on March 7th at 8:30. That's going to be in the downtown Superior Court. I will affirm the bond in each warrant. It's a $250 bond on each case, so $1,000 total. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must contact probation within 24 hours of your release. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions? Okay, go ahead and take a seat to your left. Grab your paperwork and then take a seat. Timothy Cannon to the podium, and Jesus Ruiz to the chair, please.
It wasn't yesterday. It had to be like Thursday or something. I got to check the videos on Thursday.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Timothy Cannon, 10/8/70.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court Family Court warrant for child support. I will set a return hearing in the downtown Superior Court on March 7th at 10 a.m. I am going to affirm the cash purge and the warrant for your arrest. It's a $1,000 cash purge. That does mean that entire $1,000 does need to be paid before you are released. You will have that hearing in the downtown Superior Court on March 7th, regardless of whether that warrant is, or that cash purge is paid or unpaid. So you can bring that up with the court at the next hearing. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab that paperwork and take a seat to your left. Jesus Ruiz to the podium. And Elian Perez to the chair, please.
I would not want to be in jail for child support. I mean, like,
Jesus Ruiz?
No deadbeat, not the deadbeats. Hey, be like that sometimes. How many of you ladies got a deadbeat?
Is he a house call
baby
officer?
Daddy out there?
Number 11 on the calendar.
Number 11, numero 11, if you will. Me. It's not a laughing matter. I'm laughing, but it's not,
okay, we'll
it's
just
not
move
funny.
on for right now. Elian Perez to the podium, and Sarah Lazori to the chair, please.
Ay.
So that's the first out.
Oh, damn, Brandy.
Still in Phoenix work? Okay, that's fine. Just let me know when he's here, please. Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Good evening. Elian Perez, December 4th, 2001.
Thank you. We are here today on a failure to appear bench warrant on a case involving possession or use of a weapon in a drug offense and marijuana possession for sale. I will affirm the attorney that was already appointed to represent you in this case. I am setting a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the bond in the warrant. It's a $750 secured bond. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license, and no possessing any weapons. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, go ahead and take a seat to your left. Sarah Lazor to the podium, and Dylan.
I like this hipster judge. I like him.
You don't have hers either.
Que pase el desgraciado.
Number 25.
Like the la señorita Laurita would say, if you will, for
25.
For you, my Spanish speaking brothers.
Okay.
He seems
I'll
pretty
move her down.
Hey, Blue, thank you for the follow. And if you haven't done so, please do so. Hit the
Dylan
follow button.
Camarelli to the podium, and John Hanna to the chair, please.
Hit the follow button. It's free 99. Try it. You'll like it.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Dylan Camilleri, 6/12/2000.
Thank you. We are here today on a failure to appear bench warrant on a case involving dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony, narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I will affirm the attorney that was already appointed to represent you. I am setting a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the bond that was in the warrant. It's a $500 secured bond. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
This is the $500 bond?
Correct.
All right.
All right, go ahead and grab your paperwork and take a seat to your left. John Hanna to the podium, and Stephanie DeYote to the chair.
What do you guys think John Hanna's here for? What could it be? DV, DUI?
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
John Hanna, 10/31/85.
Thank you. We are here today on a probation violation warrant for violating terms 3, 4, and 5 of your probation. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you. I am setting a probation revocation arraignment hearing on March 7th at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $250. If you do post bond, I will order that you not possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork and take a seat to your left.
He's going to be hard timing it. Who's gonna
Stephanie DeYote to the podium.
He's going to be puking and crapping all over the place.
And then Alexandria Patterson to the chair, please. I moved him down.
Yeah, is she working?
I heard that one. Thank you. Good evening, ma'am. May I have your name and date of birth?
Stephanie DeYote, 2891.
Thank you. We are here today on a probation violation warrant for violating terms 3, 4, 5, and 15 of your probation. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you. I am setting a probation revocation arraignment hearing on March 7th at 8:30. That's going to be in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $250. That does mean you can use a bonding company. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not have contact with the arresting officers, no weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must contact probation within 72 hours of your release. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab that and take a seat to your left. Alexandria Patterson to the podium.
The pee-pee. Oh,
and then Mark Farrell.
I got to clip the pee-pee dance. I forgot about that one. I got to go back and clip it.
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Was that today?
Alexandria Patterson, May 8th, 99.
Thank you. We are here today on a municipal court new case. Before we get started, I do believe we have a victim representative here. I do have to read the victim's rights script. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have the rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Ma'am, as I said, we are here today on a municipal court, a new case out of the Surprise Municipal Court. You were arrested on allegations of assault, which is a Class 1 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting an arraignment hearing in the Surprise Municipal Court on March 25th at 1:30 p.m. And I'll make sure that the victim's representative gets a copy of that as well. Before we proceed with release recommendations, the victim does get to make a statement. I do believe that they want to say something. I did want to have our victim. I did receive the statement that you submitted to the court, but is there anything you'd like to say in court today?
Yes. By the way, I'm Rodney Ledbetter. So this whole situation was honestly misunderstanding and stuff. The strike was an accident from the knee when she went back and stuff. And I tried to let the officers know that it wasn't intentional or nothing. I went to restrain her, just like I would our clients at our location when I used to do when I used to take care of special needs adults and stuff, because I thought that, you know, when I seen her hands go up, I thought that she was
gonna strike you,
going to get aggressive, so I went to restrain her immediately.
Slap you with her back.
When doing so, I grabbed her kind of from the back.
From the back, okay.
And it kind of triggered her to swing upwards, and then I immediately started bringing her down to the ground. And that's when she brought her leg up and it kind of got me in the eye. It was none of it intentional. Been together for 7 years and stuff, and she has never ever at one time got physical.
Oh, she about to get
Thank
physical.
Anything else you wanted to say today?
I hope she get released soon. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much.
There's no laughing matter.
So I have considered the victim's statements today. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That is a promise that you're going to attend that court hearing on the 25th at 1:30 p.m. There are going to be some release conditions I am going to order as a part of your release today. Obviously, we just heard what the victim says, but some of this applies, and I think will be clarified in just a moment. But I'm ordering that you not have contact with the arresting officers, no possessing any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no possessing or consuming any alcohol, and you must obey any terms of any order of protection or order against harassment that has been or will be issued. I'm also ordering that you not have any uninvited contact with any alleged victim in this case. I'm ordering that you not reside with the alleged victim unless the alleged victim consents. If the alleged victim does not consent or revokes consent while this case is pending, then you must find an immediate alternative residence to live in while this case is active. Obviously, I believe that he's indicating, at least in court today, that he wants you to be released. But if he is stating that he does not want you in the home, you can't go back there. But as long as everyone is okay with that, that should be fine under my court orders. Do you have any questions about what I'm ordering today? Okay. Anything else that the victim would like to say today?
She can go home.
Perfect. That's fine. Like I said, if contact is okay between the two of you, that's fine. But the minute something happens and consent is revoked, you have to find somewhere else to go until that can be figured out, okay?
Okay.
Any other questions?
No.
Okay, all that's going to be in your paperwork. Go ahead and grab that from the officer when he is ready, and then take a seat to your left.
Okay.
And thank you to our victim. Feel free to stick around or head out if you'd like.
All right. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great day.
You as well.
I want to see what the guy looks
to the
like.
podium, and Talis Lauren to the chair, please.
Next on The Price is
Good evening,
Wrong.
sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Mark Dwayne Farrell, March 12, 1995.
Thank you. We are here today on a municipal court warrant out of the Surprise Municipal Court. It's on a case involving drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 1 misdemeanor. Because it's a misdemeanor allegation, I'm not appointing you an attorney today, but you do have the right to hire one at your own expense if you choose. I am going to set an arraignment hearing in the Surprise Municipal Court on March 25th at 1:30 p.m. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That's a promise that you'll appear for that court date. As a part of your release, I am ordering that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, go ahead and take a seat to your left for right now, and they'll give you your paperwork shortly.
Thank you.
Yo, chat. Follow. It's free 99. That's right, Ryan. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Ryan.
Talis Lauren to the podium, and Ana Carreras to the chair, please.
Ryan doing the damn thing.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Owen Talis, 04-1495.
Thank you. We are here today on a municipal court, new case out of the Goodyear Municipal Court. You were arrested on allegations of disorderly conduct, which is a Class 1 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause. Because it's a misdemeanor allegation, you're not entitled to court-appointed counsel, but you can hire an attorney at your own expense if you choose. I am going to set an arraignment hearing in the Goodyear Municipal Court on March 19th at 1 p.m. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That's a promise that you'll appear for that next court date. As a part of your release, I am ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license.
Hey,
all that's
thank you,
going to be in
Hot
your
Mess
paperwork.
Express.
Do you have any questions?
What up, Brett?
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork and then take a seat to your left.
Thank you.
Ana Carreras to the podium, and Eduardo Larrera to the chair, please. Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Anna Carreras, January 11, 1989.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of aggravated assault, control of a responder's firearm, Class 4 felony, and disorderly conduct, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I'm only finding probable cause as to the disorderly conduct. I was not provided with enough information about the aggravated assault allegation today, so I'm not finding probable cause as to that. That doesn't mean that you can't be charged with that down the line or the state can't provide more information at a later date, but for today's purposes, I'm not holding you on that allegation. I am going to find probable cause as to the disorderly conduct allegation, and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on March 17th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 19th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to release you today to the supervision of pretrial services, so you're going to get an envelope when you leave court today that has details on pretrial release. Please read through that. I'm also going to order that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any victims, complainants, or witnesses, no weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and I'm ordering that you not reside at the same location as any listed victim. If you do share a common residence with a listed victim, you must find an alternative place to stay and bring proof to your next court date. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Is the listed victim on my paperwork?
It's the listed victim of the disorderly conduct. I believe that there was an allegation that you and another individual were in an argument when police arrived. So whoever that individual is, I'm ordering that you cannot live with that person.
Okay.
Any other questions?
With or with, if they give consent?
It doesn't matter about consent. I'm ordering that you not live with that person right now.
Okay.
Until further order in the court. If it is appropriate to ask for a modification of that portion of my orders today, talk with your attorney about that. That can potentially be modified at the next hearing, but it'll be up to your next judge.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Go ahead and grab your paperwork. Did the officer hand that to you yet?
Not yet.
Okay. They'll bring it to you in just a moment. Go ahead and take a seat to your left. Eduardo Loera to the podium. And Susan Sandoval to the chair, please.
Hey, Amber, thank you, Amber. I appreciate that, calling them out on this. Is this the only court today? No, we got Pima County.
Sir, may I have your name and date of birth?
Eduardo Loera,
January 16, 2003.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, and obstruction, refusing to provide your true name, a Class 2 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on March 17th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 19th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That's a promise that you'll appear at that next court date. As a part of your release, I'm also ordering that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and take a seat to your left. They'll bring your paperwork shortly.
And that's what I'll talk about, Ryan.
Susan
Thank you,
Sandoval to the
Ryan. Highly
podium,
appreciate
and
it.
Greg Bartlett to the chair, please. Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Susan Sandoval on December 25th, 1979.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony, dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, and shoplifting, Class 1 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on March 17th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 19th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That's a promise that you'll appear at your next court date. I'm also going to order that you not possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license.
Okay.
All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab that and take a seat to your left.
Thank you.
Greg Bartlett to the podium, and Everardo Alvarez Bahena to the chair, please. Greg Bartlett. Is he possibly in Phoenix as well?
Man, what's that desgraciado at? Is Lally guy again? Is he sleeping? Is he using somebody's foot as a pillow or what? So what's going on over here?
Everardo Bahena to the podium, and Edward Ibarra to the chair, please.
Yo, get 4 laughing out loud.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Everardo Alvarez Baena, May 24, 2001.
Thank you. We are here today on a Justice Court new case out of the South Mountain Justice Court. You were arrested on allegations of exceeding the posted speed limit more than 20 miles per hour, which is a Class 3 misdemeanor. Because it's a misdemeanor allegation, I'm not appointing you an attorney today, but you can hire one at your own expense if you choose. I am going to set an arraignment hearing in the South Mountain Justice Court on March 19th at 9 a.m. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That's a promise that you'll appear at your next court date.
What were you
I'm also
watching,
going to
Ryan?
order that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription and no driving without a valid driver's license. It is possible, based on the allegations, your license has been suspended, so double check with the DMV before you get behind the wheel.
Okay, gotcha.
All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, that's it.
Okay, go ahead and grab that and take a seat to your
All
left.
the parole cases. Hey, I'm releasing some
Edward
new ones
Ibarra
today at
to
5.
the podium, and Javier Cantu to the chair, please.
From Kentucky, I'm releasing some, so be on the lookout, if you will.
Edward Ibarra.
I like the parole cases. Is
there someone asleep back there?
She sees.
Can you go check on the master?
Me starving. What the it? And for those of you that don't know, we got parole cases too. If you jump over to YT, I think we got over 1,000 videos at this point. Bro, the judge from last night was just wrong.
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Edward Franklin Ibarra, 420-58.
Thank you. We are here today on a Justice Court warrant of the El Centro Justice Court for a case involving criminal trespassing and Class 1 misdemeanor. I'm not appointing you an attorney because it's a misdemeanor allegation, but you can hire an attorney to represent you if you'd like. I am setting an arraignment hearing in the El Centro Justice Court on March 20th at 8:30 a.m. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That's a promise that you'll appear at your next court date.
Thank you, Your Honor.
As a part of your release, I am ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be on your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab that and take a seat to your left. Javier Cantu to the podium.
Hey, what do you guys think Javier Cantu is here for? What do you guys think he did? Some TV, failure to appear, violated probation, terms 5, 6, and 8.
May I have your name and date of birth?
Javier Cantu, June 8, 1976.
Thank you. We are here today on what's called a fugitive of justice case. That's essentially an out-of-state warrant for your arrest. There is a warrant out of Texas, so I do have to ask you some questions today. I see that you had that placard in front of you. Did you have the opportunity to read that?
There's not, I don't understand too much English.
That's fine. I'm going to go over it with you. I just want to make sure you at least had the opportunity to read it, okay? So as I stated, you do have a warrant out of the state of Texas, so you do have a choice to make it this time. You can choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing and be sent back to the requesting state within 30 days, or you can demand an extradition hearing and the governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both states before you're sent back to Texas. If you choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing, you would be held non-bondable in the Maricopa County Jail for a period of up to 30 days to allow Texas to come and get you. That 30-day period would start tomorrow as long as you don't have any criminal charges pending against you anywhere in Arizona. If you do have criminal charges pending against you in Arizona, that 30-day period would not begin until those charges are resolved. If I do set an extradition hearing, it'll be in the downtown Superior Court on March 10th at 1:30 p.m. I cannot appoint you an attorney in this case because extradition cases are civil in nature, but you do have the right to hire an attorney at your own expense if you choose. You are entitled to bail in this case. It would be a $25,000 secured bond. If you're unable to post that bond, you will be held in custody until that bond is either posted or another judge modifies your bail. A governor's warrant signed by the governors of both states is required to extradite you back to Texas, and that process could take up to 90 days. So you have the two different options today. Do you have any questions about what your two options are?
No.
Okay. Would you like to waive and voluntarily return back to Texas, or would you like me to set an extradition hearing?
Oh, I'll wait. Texas going to come for me. I'll wait. I mean that's they want me over there, but I mean
they do. They're indicating at least as of today that they're willing to extradite you. So do you want to voluntarily return? Or do you want me? Yes.
Well, if they want to come and get me, well, I'll wait because they want me over there.
So yes, you have an option. You can fight that and say I don't want to go back to Texas, and there's a process to do that. That's called an extradition hearing. Or you can say, no, I don't want to fight it. I'm going to voluntarily return to Texas, and you're waiving your right to an extradition hearing.
No,
so which way would you like to do?
No, wait for Texas.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you some questions to make sure that you're making this decision under your own free will. Did you read the waiver of extradition paperwork?
No, not really.
So that's that paperwork in front of you.
There's not too many words I don't understand in English.
Okay. Do you need it in Spanish?
No, that's fine. But I mean, I know we're good.
Okay. Do you understand that you do not have to sign this paperwork?
No. Yes? Do I have to sign it? No.
So you don't have to sign it. You're voluntarily waiving your right to an extradition hearing.
Yeah.
So you understand you don't have to sign that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you understand that you have the right to have an extradition hearing if you want one?
Yeah.
Do you understand that you have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand that you have the right to demand that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both states before you are returned to Texas?
Yeah.
Do you understand that you have the right to bail?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to give up those rights and sign the paperwork?
Yeah, I mean.
Well, has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to sign this paperwork?
No.
Have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication in the last 24 hours that affects your ability
time.
to make a decision?
Oh, good.
Okay. So I am finding that you are knowingly, intelligently, voluntarily are signing the waiver, and I am also signing it. I'm instructing the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office to notify the requesting state that you are ready to return. The requesting state will have 30 days from tomorrow to pick you up unless there are local charges pending. If there are local charges pending, the 30 days will not start until the conclusion of that case. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, go ahead and take a step up here to the right. We're going to have you sign that, and then we'll get you on your way.
Right now in Maricopa, it's 5:39. I'm 1 hour behind, so I'm 4:39, if you will. Man, looking at that guy Yanni was putting me to sleep.
House call now? Okay.
Ah, the house calls. Hey, what up, Tracy?
Correct.
CT 740.
Hold on 1 second. Let's finish you signing it, and then I'll call you back up to the podium.
I did 2 years in county. It's tucked. Feel like 5 years. Yeah, no, hey, county? Woo! That's the worst. Americans in Mexico. Have a good Saturday. Thank you, Alec. Appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Tracy? Hello. Connecticut. What up, Kate?
Still cleaning. You're fine, officer. Don't worry about it.
when I was younger, though, I haven't been in the system for 12 years. Yeah, I haven't been up in any system for over 20, since 2002. So, damn, about 23 years so far. I got a good run under my belt. What is the song, my ask? What song? 4 years clean now? That's right, congratulations. That's what's up.
Yes.
Hey, I never tried any illegal
Sir,
substances.
let's go ahead and bring you back to the podium.
I've never tried any illegal substances because, I mean, if you know, doing dope.
And did you have another question?
If it's anything like,
I mean, I have a big construction work that I'm doing right now. I want to see if you can help me out. I mean, just can I go work at day and then come back at night, sleep here?
No, with the waiver of your extradition process, that means that you're held non-bondable.
That's right.
That's what I just went over with you.
Okay,
so that means you have to stay in custody until Texas comes and gets you.
Well, if not, I can pay bond?
If not, then you can pay a bond and be released.
Like, how much for a bond?
That's what I just went over with you. It was $25,000.
$25,000. No, I don't got that money.
Okay, so did you still want to waive them? Because we already went through the waiver then.
Yeah, I mean, well,
okay. So all that's going to be in your paperwork. Go ahead and grab your paperwork and take a seat to your left.
This ain't no hotel.
Okay, thank you.
I did 2 years and
then, officer, I did get the update on 23 and 25 for their house calls, but what about 12, 11, 15, and 17?
Hey, what is state jail? I don't understand that concept of it. What's the difference between like prison and state jail?
12.
If you wouldn't mind explaining, I don't understand.
Castro?
No Nintendo. It's not computing in my mind. Private,
okay, I need
it's
the
a privately
on the
owned.
record.
Okay. TCD.
Can you go ahead and grab those real quick, and then I'll do the other two?
Is a Texas penitentiary.
So for number 23 and 25, I do find that they would be a danger to themselves or others if they are brought to court. I will conduct their initial appearances at their cell. For 23, Greg Bartlett, we're here today on a Superior Court new case, arrested on allegations of 2 counts of dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felonies, 1 count of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I will find probable cause, and I will appoint an attorney, set a status conference on March 17th at 8:30, and a preliminary hearing on March 19th at 8:30. I will release him on his own recognizance today. For 25, Sarah Lazore, we're here today on a probation violation warrant for violating terms 6 and 7. I will appoint an attorney, set a probation revocation arraignment hearing on March 7th at 8:30, and I will issue a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500 on her case.
Any parole here? Nah, they don't do parole today. Only on Monday through Monday to Friday.
Okay. And then 11, Jesus Ruiz.
But if you go over to my YouTube page, I got a bunch of I'm releasing.
Okay, what about 15, Brianna Jones?
I'm releasing a bunch of Kentucky hearings today, tomorrow, and the following day. So you definitely want to be checking that out. See, how are you getting this?
Oh, she's here? Oh, okay. Ms. Jones, go ahead and bring it up to the podium.
What are you talking about?
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Brianna Jones, 4/7/2000.
Thank you. We are here today on a failure to appear warrant on a case involving dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony. I will affirm the attorney that was already appointed to represent you. I am setting a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $500. If you do post that bond, I am ordering that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription and no driving without a valid driver's license.
Arizona,
All that's
Maricopa
going to be in
County.
your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab that and take a seat to your left.
Thank you.
Number 7 is
Combative? Okay. And then do we have any update on Ruiz? Ruiz, Jesus Ruiz, number 11.
Hey, so I know. I mean, I understand because I'm from LA County, and LA County they only have court once a day, and they don't have any courts Saturdays or Sundays or holidays. In Arizona, it's different than other states. They hold court every single day of the week, 365 days a year, holidays on every single day.
So I will find that the remaining individuals are a danger to themselves or others. I will conduct their initial appearances at their cell. For number 12, Alfonso Castro, we're here today on a probation violation warrant for violating terms 1, 3, 5, and 15. I will appoint him an attorney and then set a probation revocation arraignment hearing on March 7th at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court. I will affirm the bond and the warrant of $500. Secured. For number 7, Eduardo Armenta, we're here today on a Superior Court new case, arrested on allegations of artifice, intent to facilitate shoplifting, Class 4 felony. I will find probable cause, I will appoint an attorney, and I will set a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and an evidentiary hearing on March 7th at 1:30 p.m., and I will hold him non-bondable because he was on felony release. And then finally, number 11, Jesus Ruiz, a probation violation warrant for violating terms 3, 4, 5, and 15. I will appoint him an attorney. I will set a probation revocation arraignment hearing on March 7th at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court, and I will affirm the bond in the warrant. That's a $750 secured bond. I will review all of these individuals' cases with them at their cell and provide them with a written copy of their release conditions. If I do need to make any modifications or changes, I will do so either on the record or in writing. That does conclude the 5 p.m. We will stand in recess until 8 p.m.
8 p.m. You heard that. You heard that. All right. So, hey, so check this out. So, hold on. So right now, what time is it? Right now, my local time is 4:47. There's going to be another court starting at 6 o'clock, which would be Pima County, Arizona. We're going to do Pima County from 6 to 7, and then 7 o'clock, the Maricopa will start back up. Hey, if you haven't done so, please do so. Hit that follow button. It's free 99. Doesn't cost you anything, and I'll be back shortly. Also, when I'm not on these streams on TikTok, I'm still running these streams on YouTube. They run so low, low. There's numerous courses that I'm doing. I'm doing Arizona Pima County. I'm doing Arizona Maricopa County, and now I'm doing Dade County in Florida, which starts at 6 a.m. my local time, Pacific Standard Time, and I'm also doing Orange County in a few other courts in the state of Florida. So definitely check those out. If you haven't done so, and if you missed Dade County today in the morning at 6 a.m., we did like a 5-hour stream this morning. You want to definitely check that out. Take a little stroll down to our YouTube page and check it out. I also do board of parole hearings on a daily basis, Monday through Friday. We do various different states. We do Utah, we do Connecticut, we do Oregon, we do Kentucky, everywhere except Texas and California, and any other states that don't allow any access. Most of the time that I'm on here, most of the stuff that runs live. I run this stuff live. If I run it later on in the day, I'll let you guys know. Hey, this stuff happened earlier on. I'm gonna go ahead and run it. It's not live. I'll let you guys know. But like right now, this is live right now, live and direct, if that makes any sense. What about Virginia? Virginia does offer border parole hearings, but I still haven't been able to catch one yet. I was going to catch one on the 20, I think it was the 27, I think, but I had to work that day, so I wasn't able to catch it. So there's you gotta capture them while they're live. If not, you can't play them back. So what county? For Virginia, I'm talking about parole board hearings. As far as court hearings, I'm not sure about that. Let me see. Hey, Dade County, Florida is where I'm from. That's right. Hell, you represent your city. You see, I live in Florida now. Yeah, Florida has those sunshine laws, so a lot of their court hearings, they're open to the public, and they do run them on Saturday, but they only do them early in the morning. So I'll do one. I think they should be having court tomorrow, so I'll do one at 6 a.m. my local time in Dade County, if you will. Do you do Washington State? I have not. Washington State, their board of parole hearings are closed off. They don't have access to the public. But I think some of their court proceedings they do. I just haven't. Man, it's like there's so many things I want to do, but there's not enough hours in the day, so it doesn't allow me. So right now I'm doing the most popular ones, the ones that you guys are asking me to bring. If you guys know of any interesting courts that offer live hearings, let me know and I'll go ahead and check them out. And man, if they bring some weirdos in, we're gonna be all over it, if you will. Anyhow, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta get off. I gotta go eat, but I'll be back later on. All right. So I do appreciate you guys, and make sure you follow. It's free 99. And like I said around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it lights out. And with that, we're out of here. A rato. Nice to meet you. All right, so I'll leave the stream up running on YouTube, but I'll be back. I will be back. I'll be back. Let me see here. Let me turn on this.
The background noise is so loud that I can't communicate with the person in the chair. So.
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Good evening. I'm Judge Shayad, and you are?
Dale Dobbins.
Ms. Dobbins, I have citations here from, looks like July 22nd of last year for possession of prescription-only drug, possession of paraphernalia. Looks like you were supposed to appear on August the 5th. You didn't appear on August the 5th. You were in custody on August the 9th. I saw you that evening. Gave you a court date of September the 11th. Ordered you to do a substance abuse assessment and treatment. You didn't show up in court. So we'll appoint a city public defender's office to represent you on these charges. And the bond on this matter will be $250. If you are still in custody, there will be a review hearing on March the 11th at 1:45. I know that's also just about the same time your preliminary hearing is set. If you're out of custody, your court date will be April the 7th at 9 a.m. No alcohol or illegal drugs, and a substance abuse assessment and treatment. Right? Thank you, Ms. Dobbins.
All right, man, we'll have to sit. Can I have you sit over here, man, for the judge?
Good evening. I'm Judge Shahid, and you are?
Giovanna Alexis Janoska Holton. Careful with the name and how it's used and who uses it and what the information goes to and stuff like that.
I have.
There's a way and there's a procedure of how we do this. And where is the procedure? Because there's a way you do court and there's a way you don't do it.
What I have here is a warrant charging you with criminal trespass alleged to have occurred. It looks like June the 24th of last year. And a warrant because of failure to appear. We'll appoint Caitlin Waters to represent you on these charges. I'll reduce the bond to $250, but you also have the felony hold. Your next court date will be on Monday at 2 o'clock, or excuse me, at 1 o'clock. All right. Thank you, Ms. Holton.
Your Honor?
Yes.
So I have a couple people, one refused and another is unable to make it.
Okay, so who refused and who's unable to make it?
Bagley Julie, she's unable to make it. And then the refusal is Lino Luis.
Thank you. Counsel, any input on either of those?
I know Bagley's in the hospital, Judge, so that definitely has to be a
Mr.
continuance. Yes?
The jail has requested that we not provide that information.
Okay, my apologies.
Your Honor, no objection to continuances on both of those defendants.
You sure? Is it promoting?
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are?
The Hallmark.
He's a 5 minutes. Yeah, probably.
Mr. Hallmark, I have an interim complaint here charging you with promoting prison contraband. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on those charges, and did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
Nothing to add, Your Honor.
Your Honor, he's a lifelong resident of Tucson and has ties to the community. He's unemployed, already being held on a $5,000 bond that he's unable to post in another matter. I now see set the bond in this case at $2,000.
All right, preliminary hearing date will be March the 11th at 1:30. Bond is $2,500. If you post the bonds, then you'll be in a supervision of pretrial services, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or weapons, and a substance abuse assessment and treatment. Other than the course of such substance abuse assessment or treatment, I would suggest that you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. All right, thank you.
And Your Honor, on the next one, I'm just gonna go a little out of order just for Dixon, because he is housed and I have him here right now. If that's all right.
That's fine.
All right, Mr. Dixon, can I have you sit right here? I'm sorry. So you won't see him for my 842. He said we had to have a shit ton of stuff for the sales. And I get a bunch of like things in it. All right, listen up. You know what I did? Stand here. Let's get stand. Related to a report. Now, good report. We'll sit back there. And have this guy.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are?
Oda.
And your last name?
The last name would be Dixon.
Thank you.
I don't really, I mean, it is what it is.
That's not a problem. All right. I have an citation charging you with criminal damage alleged to have occurred this morning. I also have a shoplifting charge, perhaps, or violation of conditions of release on a shoplifting charge. It's a little hard to tell. I'll appoint Richard Glenn to represent you on these charges. Your next court date will be March the 5th at 10:30 in the morning in the Oro Valley City Court. You not have any contact with the alleged victims or return to the incident location. Do you understand that? Do you understand that, Mr. Dixon?
Yes, sure.
Thank you. All right, thank you, Mr. Dixon.
Oh, yes. Okay. I'll call you outside the source now. I don't need them just yet. It's still time, so I'm waiting. So prepare. Maybe you can find something.
And again, please keep your voice down. I can't. When the background noises and discussions, we can't conduct court. So, all right. Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Good evening, Judge. I'm Roger Tanga.
Mr. Atanga. Mr. Atanga, I have a citation charging you with domestic violence assault alleged to have occurred early today in the vicinity of your residence.
No, well, keep it down.
Please, Judge, I didn't hear you well.
The citation is charging you with domestic violence assault alleged to have occurred earlier today in the vicinity of your residence. Your next court date on this matter is going to be on March the 11th at 8:30 in the morning in the Pima County Justice Court. Do you understand that you need to be present at that time?
Yes, Judge.
Conditions of release include no acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or illegal drugs. You need to participate in behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and begin any recommended treatment. Do you understand that?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Atanga.
So go stand up. Right there. Piero, Yesley. Yes, ma'am.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you are?
Good evening. I'm Yesley Fierro.
All right, I have a citation here charging you with domestic violence disorderly conduct alleged to have occurred earlier today in the vicinity of your residence. Your next court date on this matter is going to be March the 11th at 8:30 in the morning in the Pima County Justice Court. Do you understand that you need to be present at that time?
March 8th?
11th.
March 11th. 11th, 8:30 in the morning.
Correct. Conditions of release include no alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence. See what you can do about getting a behavioral health assessment and perhaps starting any recommended treatment. Have no contact with Damien and don't go to his residence or workplace. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Fierro.
Just sit right here. I don't understand if I think you're used to me.
Yeah.
We'll get your paperwork that has the dates on it, okay?
Okay.
Gardner, Philip. Let's see right here.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shayed, and you are?
Philip Gardner.
Mr. Gardner. Have a warrant here related to charges that go back to May 4th of 2023 for criminal damage. Looks like you were supposed to be doing something that you didn't do.
Yeah, I was supposed to come to court.
You understand the importance of appearing in court.
I do.
And if you are relieved, are you going to come to court?
100%.
Looks like we're going to appoint David Mize to represent you on these charges. Your next court date is going to be March the 21st at 1:30 in the Pima County Justice Court. You need to abide by all court orders. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Gardner.
Gardner, so sit right there. I'm assuming now I'm sick. Yeah. Like send 1 at 5 minutes. The rest of the all right, I'm gonna go get the other people. Gentlemen, or 2, 5, and yeah, you took time. Then you had time. Your Honor, when they're getting me the next person, Mr. Bertrand Steven, he is deaf. I don't know if we have an interpreter for him or not.
Well, I've got 3 other people before Mr. Bertrand.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm getting the other, Mr. Howell right now because he's in cell. But I just want to verify if we.
Right. If you look at the screen.
Who's up?
Actually, think you.
Yeah.
Hello, Your Honor. Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, Your Honor. Sorry about that.
That's okay. If you look at the screen, you notice we've got the closed captioning on, and that's why.
Okay, Your Honor. Sorry, I just wanted to verify.
It looks like we may have an interpreter present.
Hello, Your Honor. Hello, Your Honor. Good afternoon. My name is Evna. I am coordinator here at Superior Court Interpreter Services.
our interpreter is CDI ASL, and I was wondering, this is the only interpreter I have for tonight. Do you think we could give it a try?
Yes, particularly since we have the captioning on, and my understanding is that Mr. Bertrand.
You said you need Mr. Bertrand, sir, not me.
No,
Right.
sorry.
Right.
Do you want me to go next? I could get him right now. I'm sorry.
No, don't go get him. I'm just explaining it. So I think we'll be okay. And if
Thank you, Your
not,
Honor.
then we'll continue.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are?
My name is Aaron Howe.
Mr. Howe, citation charging you.
Yes, ma'am.
Occurred this morning at Walmart.
Yes, ma'am. Can you help me with my probation violation?
No, I cannot. I cannot.
Sorry, ma'am.
So we'll appoint Janet Altschuler to represent you on these charges.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold you on a $250 bond. Your next court date would be Monday at about 1 o'clock. You're not to return to Walmart. You need to comply with treatment, probation, and previous conditions of release.
Yes, ma'am.
I also have quite a number of files for you out of Tucson City Court. I have numerous adjudicated and unadjudicated cases.
Can you help me with them, ma'am? I just got snore and I've been successful with my Invega shot and just keep me up successful with my medication or my treatment.
But you're not showing up in court, and that's part of the problem.
Sorry, I had a funeral to go to.
It doesn't mean you couldn't keep in touch with your attorney.
Sorry, with them, I try to keep up with Sonora, but I would do the best I can to stay out the courts and do the time is telling you to do, ma'am.
Given the number of matters that you have and your failure to clear history. We'll reappoint the City Public Defender's Office on this matter. Set a bond of $500. Court date of March the 10th at 1:45. You abide by all terms of sentence and previous conditions of relief.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sir. Wait.
And the failures to comply with sentence, the bond is also $500.
But I hear you, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Mr. House.
Thank you.
Mr. On that bench. Mr. Soto, I'm going to sit right here.
Good evening, I'm Judge Fayette, and you, sir, are
Nathan Soto.
Mr. Soto. Citations charging you with disorderly conduct. Looks like they were alleged to have occurred technically today, but actually very late last night at Outlet Center Drive. If you are to be released on this matter, would you appear in court?
Of course.
Now, do you have any personal belongings there on Outlet Center Drive?
I do not.
Your next court date then is going to be March the 11th at 8:30 in the morning, the Pima County Justice Court.
Okay.
Not to return to 4950 South Outlet Center Drive.
Yep.
No contact with alleged victims and no alcohol or illegal drugs. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Soto.
Thank you.
Aritas, Agita? Yes.
Good evening, I'm Judge Kennedy. There are.
Good evening, Judge. I'm Jose Bermudez.
I have a citation charging you with domestic violence criminal damage. Alleged to have occurred this morning in the vicinity of your residence. Your next court date on this matter is going to be April the 8th at 9 o'clock in the morning in the Tucson City Court. Do you understand that you need to be present at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
No acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Bermudez-Aguirre.
Thank you.
Right. Good evening, I'm Judge Shayad, and you, sir, are. Your name, sir?
My name is Stephen Bertrand.
Thank you, Mr.
Bertrand.
Thank you. And I have several things for you this evening, Mr. Bertrand. I have new citations charging you with 3 counts of domestic violence assault. These are alleged to have occurred earlier today in the vicinity of your address?
Monday, 4959 East Highland Drive.
I understand that.
9,
I don't need
59.
I don't need you to give me that.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you that's where these charges are alleged to have occurred. I also have warrants on several other charges. And it's my understanding that we do have one of the victims on the line.
Two, I think.
Yeah, there's your mom.
Yeah. And mom. And sister's on the line also.
All right. And
Yeah.
did either of you wish to be heard on conditions of release?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's really sick, so we'd like him to be somewhere, although he can't come to my house.
No, click it.
Because of his behavior and his explosiveness. I can't I have a child in my house, so he can't come to my house anymore. Vanessa, do you want to be heard?
And I'm his sister. Yeah, I'm his sister. He lives with me. He's not welcome here anymore. However, I think he does need to get stabilized because he's on a court order, and he has been trying to get his medication shot, but every time he goes to the appointment with Cope, they don't have an interpreter, so they refuse to give it to him. So I don't want to press charges, but I do want to get him in a facility so he can get better.
Yeah, we've been asking for him to get stabilized now, going on a month. And this happened the last time too, that he had, well, I don't think he got charged, but he didn't have any charges. But yeah, he escalates because he doesn't get his meds, but a lot of times it's not even his fault, like what happened today. And then he just got out of the hospital and he's on steroids, and with steroids and not having his meds just doesn't help things at all. And he's been trying to get it himself. Like he was at the hospital this 3 days ago, and he's been there at TMC1 trying to get stabilized just on his breathing, but we feel like he needs to get stabilized on his medicine. I don't think this is something that we've been telling Cope, this will escalate into a situation. And, they were very apologetic that he hadn't had it. This was what, Vanessa, last week when Austin said that he was really sorry for what was going on?
Yes.
Yeah. And hope that nothing would escalate, and it did. So.
And this typically does happen. He does things seem to escalate with him, especially when he's been off of the meds for so long period of time.
Last time we had to take the crisis team actually ended up taking him and we had to stay with them and they forced Cope to get him an interpreter that day because he was behind 2 weeks then. And only with the crisis team can we walk in and we demand our shot.
Well, I think it's in everybody's best interest if we see if we can get Mr. Bertrand stabilized in custody at this time.
Did you keep him in custody? Yeah.
And the behavioral health unit will work on getting him medication and getting him stabilized. I have warrants here that are better than 2 years old, where the issue was he wasn't complying with medication, he wasn't stabilized, and he wasn't appearing in court. Solicit a court date for March 10th, 1:45. The bond of $500.
Yes, it's staying.
No alcohol or illegal drugs.
Says a bond of 500.
You're not to go to the victim's residences.
$50 to get him.
$50 in
It's
find a place for him to go.
No act of domestic violence. You need to comply with treatment.
Your Honor, is there a reason why he's not on his oxygen right now?
That's the jail. I'm actually making a note to the jail.
Mm-hmm.
Here, Your Honor. He was, no one notified us that you needed to be placed on oxygen.
Yeah, I'm going to request medical unit housing because
Yes, Your Honor.
he's been on steroids for breathing issues, and we need to be sure that those issues are addressed as well as the behavioral health issues.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I am also noting,
yes. I'm sorry. Yeah, he hasn't picked up his medicine yet at Walgreens that he's supposed to be taking.
Well,
he just got out of the hospital when we had this situation. So, do I need to send the jail his records from the hospital as to what he's supposed to be taking?
That would be an excellent idea.
Okay, if I can get a phone number for the nurses, and I can give them all his discharge paperwork.
You just call the front desk in the jail.
Okay.
They'll transfer you to the nurse.
Okay, and that number is?
I can find it.
Oh, my son said he could find that.
Okay.
Right. I'm also noting on the paperwork that for the victims, Hope has not had an interpreter available, resulting in medication.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's been going on for months.
All right. I'll make sure that Judge Blue is aware of this.
Yeah, I'll be filing a grievance against Coke with this.
All right. Well, Mr. Bertrand, hopefully we can get your breathing issues as well as your behavioral health medications addressed before you see Judge Blue on March the 10th at 1:45.
So 9 days.
Thank you, Mr. Bertrand.
Yeah, we'll go back there. Patrol, Seuss. Maybe sit right here. Let's see.
Mr. Ochoa, I have current citations charging you with domestic violence assault, 3 counts. 2 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct. Actually 4 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct. Alleged to have occurred in the vicinity of your residence earlier today. Yeah, pretrial. Is there someone online from pretrial?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Looking at the narrative, I'm a little confused.
I'm sorry, is this on Soto?
Ochoa.
Ochoa. Okay.
If you look at the
I'm
assessment.
pulling it up right now.
Okay. Let me know when you've got it up.
I do.
Okay, second paragraph, second sentence.
Oh, I see. Okay. Let me double check our verification and see if that's an error.
Well, it's got to be an error because it's not consistent. So let's see what we can come up with.
Yeah. Okay, it does appear that that is what they stated. This was done this morning. If you'd like, I can try to reach out to them to get clarification.
All right. See if you can get a hold of the other two victims.
Okay.
Perhaps at the same time. Thank you.
Yep.
You can scroll through. Hmm? Okay, get them together on the way out. I'm sure someone will turn on the I mean, I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it because I'm standing.
Okay, Your Honor.
Yes.
I was able to get in touch with Delayla and Joanna, and they said they would like further contact. However, I was not able to speak with Myra or Mika.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Toa, given your history, I'm going to hold you on a $500 bond on these matters. You possess, consume no alcohol, illegal drugs. Behavioral health assessment and treatment if it's available, as it's available in custody. You have no contact with Mika or Myra. You're not to go to their residences. You can go back once with law enforcement to get your personal belongings. Also, no acts of domestic violence. Your next court date is going to be March the 12th at 1:30 in the afternoon in the Tucson City Court. If you post the bond, you need to appear. If you haven't posted the bond, you'll be seen on video, and someone from the public defender's office will be coming out to speak with you.
Your Honor, if I may, right now I'm very I'm struggling with money and finances right now. I have two daughters. I currently get my paychecks garnished up to a 50% maximum from child support, and it's very hard for me to be able to post that bond, Your Honor. Just even to afford the minimum of $500 to myself, I don't even have $500 to my name right now.
Well, you can work that out with a bond poster, or you can, see if other people can assist you in that. But you can discuss that with your attorney. All right. Thank you, Mr. Ochoa.
Sir Ochoa, have you sit right there. Yeah. Your Honor, Mr. Shore, Jesse, sorry becoming uncooperative with us, so we're going to possibly try to continue until tomorrow if we can.
We can do that.
Thank you, Your Honor. Donaldson? Arms out your shirt, please. You just sit down on that chair.
Good evening, I'm Judge Chad, and you, sir.
James Donaldson.
Donaldson, in a complaint charging you with possession of narcotics, possession of paraphernalia, possession of narcotics in a drug-free school zone. We'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
No, Your Honor.
No, thank you.
When released to the third-party custody of pretrial services. Conditions include no alcohol or illegal drugs. You don't return to within 300 feet. Actually, now let's do. Within 3 blocks of the incident location. You participate in monitoring and treatment and distribution of pretrial services, including substance abuse assessment and treatment. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Donaldson. If you need assistance tonight, you can check with the transition center on your way out of the jail.
Okay. Someone have you go to sit right here. Miss Morales, go to arms out your shirt. You sit right there.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shayed, and you are?
I'm Jeanette Morales.
Ms. Morales, in a complaint charging with theft of means of transportation, 2 counts of aggravated assault with a dangerous instrument. We'll appoint, and no boxes checked. Who are we appointing? Morales.
Yes.
Okay. Did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions of release?
I would just note, Your Honor, she had to be revoked from her federal distribution prior, and it's very fortunate she did not kill these 2 victims in the process of her being the driver stealing this vehicle and running over both victims' legs. So the state is requesting a high bond based on that.
And Your Honor, she's a lifelong resident of Tucson and has ties to the community. She is a 2 on the FTA scale, so she doesn't have a high score for failure to appear. Pretrial services spoke to her sister, who can provide housing and transportation to court. I asked you to set the bond at $25,000.
They were trying to stop.
Preliminary hearing date will be March the 11th at 1:30. Bond will be $50,000. If you post the bond, you'll be in a description of pretrial services. No alcohol or illegal drugs. No contact with victims or any co-defendants except for legal counsel. You're not to return to the incident location.
Yeah.
Right, I suggest you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. See about behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment as available while you're in custody or under the direction and supervision of pretrial services if you're out of custody. Thank you, Ms. Morales.
That tells you next week.
And that's all I have. Unless I'm missing something.
I think that's about right, Your Honor. Have a good night.
Thanks, you too.
Hello, hello. Buenas noches. All right, this is going to be the last session of the night. Hopefully you guys are ready, because I know I am. Let's see. Who's going to come out tonight? What kind of crimes have they committed? No sé. I don't know, but we're about to find out tonight. Just stay tuned. Let me go ahead and fix up the screen here. Hey, what's up, Mickey? Hey, thank you. Highly appreciate that. Gracias. Let me turn the chat on over here. see, this is all good over here. Let's see. How is everybody doing tonight? See, let me refresh this over here. Like so. And we should be good to go. Let's see who's in the chat. It's over. Is it over? It's about to start. Hey, what's up, Stevie? How's it going? How is everybody doing tonight? Let me see. Hey, what's up, Tita? How's it going? We'll go ahead and adjust the screen right now. I thank you. Appreciate that for sharing. You just getting in here. You're sharing already. Highly appreciate that. You know, hey, what's up? My life is peachy. What's up? How's it going tonight? See, I gotta fix up the screen here. Let's go ahead and let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's hope the judge is better. Oh man, that judge from last night. Sheesh. Man, we almost ran until we were almost on until like midnight yesterday. That's how crazy it was. What up, Corn Dog? How's it going? Coming in from the 602, if you will. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let me put the chat right here. Let me get rid of this chat here. Close this one down here. Close it. We don't need that. Okay, we got this. All right. Oh, and let me turn on my camera over here so you guys can see me. Let me move this up here. Let me move this like so. And where's the camera at? Camera. Here we go. Let me enlarge it there so you guys. All right, so we're good to go now. All right. Hey, what's up? What's up, Alec? How's it going? How you doing tonight? All right. If you don't mind sharing this stream, if you will. Hey, what's up, Lex? How's it going? Because you know what I say around here, sharing is caring, and you are the ones that are gonna make this happen. You guys are gonna be able to put me on the algorithm. Hey, Chippy, thank you. Highly appreciate that like right there. And if you're in here, you know, if you guys could go ahead and hit that tap them screens, because if you're not tapping, you must be napping. And there's some other sayings that I like, but to be honest with you, I don't remember what they are anymore. My attention span is that of a squirrel, if you will. If you guys wouldn't mind, let's go ahead and get collect call, roll call going. Hey, Chippy, thank you. Highly appreciate that. And you know what? Damn, you know what? I forgot my phone. Hold up. Let me go grab my phone because I need the sound. I need the soundboard, if you will. Because if not, then I'll only be stuck with the regular 4, which would be this. Woo, that's loud. Let me turn it down a little bit right there. I'm not trying to wake up Abuelita. Hey, thank you. Highly appreciate that, Lex. Let me turn it down because I don't want Abuelita to come attack you guys with a chancla and whatnot. And then we're going to have Abuelita over here on Pima County or Maricopa County court. It's going to be all bad. Then who's going to warm up our tortillas, right? You know, Abuelita be making them bomb-ass handmade tortillas. Can't be having her in the pokey. Hey, what up, Hot Mess Express? Hey, James, hope you and the family are great tonight. Hey, thank you. Highly appreciate that. What's up, Lisbeth? How's it going? Let me see who else is here in the. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my phone so we could go ahead and have some other sound effects besides the toilet flush. All right, and I just went ahead and zoomed in on the screen right there. I forgot I zoomed out a little bit early on when we were in where were we at? That I made some changes to the screen. We were in Florida, Miami-Dade, Florida, Dade County, if you will. All right, got the soundtrack right here, the soundboard, if you will. Let me see here. I did order a new. Well, it's not new, but I ordered a soundboard or audio interface that has a built-in soundboard. I think it has 9 sounds, because the one that I currently got right now, it only has 4. So what I've been doing is I've been using my phone as a virtual soundboard, if you will. And let me see some of the sounds I got right here. Let me see.
Sorry, no tortilla.
We got the sorry, no tortilla.
Hey, Cinderella, go find yourself a fella. You're on the clock, bitch, and midnight is coming.
You got the wrong man. Donde eres, güero? I need that dog barking. Hey, maybe let me see. Do I got a dog barking? I got this. Would this suffice right here? What up? What up, Barbie? Highly appreciate it, man. I got the whistle. Let me see what else I got, man. Let's see. I got this. Vatos locos forever. Damn. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. But we got that siren. I got a little bit of everything right here. So we'll make do for the time being. All right, so course should be starting up in about let me see, about hopefully less than a minute. That was my favorite movie growing up. Vatos Locos Forever. Yeah, hey, Popeye's definitely a character, if I don't mind saying myself. Definitely one of the more memorable characters in Blood In, Blood Out, or also known as Bound by Honor. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you definitely missed out. But it's never too late. Oh, yes. Which judge is it going to be today? Did you say sorry?
Sorry, no tortilla.
Or...
in your dream.
You may be seated.
In your dream.
There it is. Can't forget about Big Al.
It'll be just one moment while I get the computer turned on, and then we will get started.
Take your time, Your Honor. Take your time. Man, she's fumbling around. Damn, what is she doing over there? The mic never did nothing to her. All right, and for those of you that are just coming in right now, I know you're going to ask me, there is no night court. Where is this at? This is recorded. Hey, look, listen to her now when she starts talking. She's going to give us the time, the date, and that's all you need to know. Other than that, this is Maricopa, Arizona. Phoenix, if you will. And she might be saying it's the 11 p.m. court. And up there, if you look right behind me, it says 10 p.m. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but different parts of the country have different time zones. So I'm on the West Coast. We have a 1 hour time difference from Maricopa County, Arizona. Maricopa or Arizona does not participate in the time change, and they're located in the mountain time zone, if you will. Hopefully that clears up any confusion for anybody that's stumbling across the stream and can't figure out what's going on and why would somebody be having court so late at it's 1. You see, that's what I'm saying. Miami is 1 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Different time zones. You know, this world is bigger than your neighborhood or your place of residence. All right, now that's out the way. I'm rambling off. Here we go. What kind of cases do you guys think we're going to be catching tonight? Some DVs, DUIs, maybe some 187s, maybe some trespassing, some aggravated trespassers, aggravated DUIs. What did you have for dinner tonight? Woo-hoo-hoo! Man, my wife hooked it up tonight. She made me some steak, some mashed potatoes, and some salad.
Thank you, finally.
DUI. Hey, thank you for asking. Hopefully you had a great dinner tonight. Man, it was definitely something to lick my fingers over.
All right, thank you for your patience. This is the time set for the 11 p.m. calendar on March 1st, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints made on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. I'll call you each one at a time to the podium, and I'll provide a second name to sit in the chair outside of this room. If I can have Mr. Love to the podium and Ms. Green to the chair, please. Good evening, sir. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Michael Love, 11/13/1991.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we are here on a new Superior Court case.
Mm-hmm.
It does include one count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a Class 3 felony, and one count of disorderly conduct with a weapon, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you. I'm going to give you a couple of hearings in the downtown Superior Courthouse. You're going to have a status conference March 6th at 8:30. And a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30. In this case, you do have a secured appearance bond of $50,000. If you post bond, you have written conditions of release you'll need to comply with. It does include not initiating any contact with the alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses, and you may not possess any weapons. Because this is a secured appearance bond, you can use a bail bonding company. All of this information will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions, sir?
I guess not really. You're pretty much just giving me my next court date right now, or?
Yeah, so your next one will be March 6th, and that's when you'll also meet your attorney that I've appointed.
Yeah, okay, for sure. So pretty much, what do I do like as of right now, though? Because I feel like I do need to speak on what actually happened. Because from what it sounds like, it seems like it's just one-sided, and it sounds like they're taking that guy's side. That's what it sounds like.
So right now,
especially sorry for cutting off, but especially the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I never assaulted anybody with that, so that's what I'm kind of confused about.
So and your attorney can go over that. However, aggravated assault could just include putting someone in apprehension of fear.
Okay.
And so, again, they'll go over that. You're not being found guilty today. We're simply giving you your hearings, appointing you counsel. And so, obviously, you will put a defense together with your counsel and move forward with that, and you're entitled to a trial before the Superior Court.
Okay, for sure.
And did you reprint that one? Yes. Thank you.
Right. Everybody could hear, right?
Fine. Well, actually, so once I leave out of this area, where do I go after that? Do I still stay here, or?
If you don't post bond, you'll remain in custody. As far as which jail you'll be held at, that'll be up to the detention officers.
Okay.
I don't know
Thank
exactly.
you. All right, cool. Thank
be.
you for the confirmation.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. If I can get Ms. Green to the podium and Mr. Stanley to the chair.
Up next on The Price is Wrong. Let's see who it is.
Good evening, ma'am. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Lisa Green, 3/31/1971.
Thank you, ma'am. And it does look like you're here on a Superior Court family warrant. It looks like it's a child support arrest warrant that was issued for you. Looks like that issued back in 2019. In this case, yours is a little bit different because it is not a criminal. It is a family law issue. It's a purge instead of a bond. Meaning if you do pay the purge, it will be released to the other parent that the money is due and owing to, and it will reduce your child support arrears balance. In this case, you have a purge of $10,000.
What up, Lynn?
Because it is also a family law case, you're not entitled to court-appointed counsel, but you can hire one at your own expense. Your next hearing will be in the downtown Superior Courthouse on March 7th at 10 a.m. Did you have any questions?
Yeah, for the next hearing, I already paid all. There's no outstanding child support or arrears in this case. The children are 23 and 25. So I don't know with that already being paid, what happens with
what about now?
Paying more if it's not due.
If you don't owe any arrears at this time, because it looks like this was issued in 2019, if you're alleging that you paid off your entire arrears balance since that time and you pay this $10,000 purge and there is no balance, it won't release to the other parent. But if there is one, it will release and you wouldn't get it back.
Yeah, there's none. I paid it all years ago and I wasn't aware that there was this.
About the warrant?
Yeah.
Okay. So it won't release if you pay it and there's no balance, but if they do show a balance, it will release. Okay?
All right.
If you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Mr. Stanley to the podium and Mr. Lopez to the chair.
Lopez.
Good evening, Your Honor.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Anthony Stanley, December 21st, 1981.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we are here on a new Superior Court case.
And he
It does
does a
include
Captain
one count of
the Captain
aggravated
America
domestic
stand.
violence, a Class 5 felony, and one count of assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 10th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $7,500. If that bond is posted, you're going to have written conditions of release to include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with the alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses. All of this information will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions, sir?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. I have a job that I got. If I don't show up on it, I just want to keep this job.
Forget about it.
Is there any way I can appeal to this court to give me an OR conditions? I just don't have the any kind of money or anything to put up for the bond. That's all I'm saying. I just don't want to lose this job, man.
So it does look like, according to your criminal history, in the last 84 months, you've had multiple incidents of domestic violence, and today's charges include that as well. So based on that, I do believe you are a danger to the community, and I will not be reducing that bond. Anything else? Okay, just up to your left, I'll give you that paperwork. Thank you, sir. Mr. Lopez to the podium, and Mr. Trevino Totticini to the chair.
Oh, snap. What's up with his
Good
hair?
evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Jafet Lopez, December 1088.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we are here on a new Superior Court case. It does include one count of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, a Class 4 felony, and 2 counts of dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony. For purposes of this hearing only, I am only finding probable cause as to 1 count of dangerous drug possession and 1 count of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person. I'm not finding probable cause to that 2nd count of dangerous drugs. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you and set a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $5,000 in this case. If you post bond, you'll have written conditions of release to include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Thank you.
Okay, just step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork.
Damn, hell, what kind of
Mr.
shoes are those?
Totticini to the podium and Miss Curtis to the chair.
It just goes to show, they'll never judge a book by its cover, because I wouldn't, if I look at him, I would never think he'd be packing that
Good
heat.
evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Trevino Totticini, September 22nd, 1998.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you're here on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued for you. You missed a hearing.
Yeah.
I'm going to affirm the attorney that was previously appointed to represent you and set a status conference on March 6th at 8:30. I'm affirming the secured appearance bond of $3,600. If you post bond, you have written conditions of release you need to comply with. You also need to ensure you attend that hearing to avoid a future failure to appear warrant and forfeiture of any bond that you may post. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Is it possible if I can get OR? Because when I was trying to come to court that day, I had a call with my little brother going through a seizure attack, so we had to turn around and help him out, and that's why I couldn't come to the court that day. But that morning I did call saying I was going to go to court and everything, but I just couldn't make it because of what happened to my little brother. And then over the years, I've just been taking care of him and my mom since she caught cancer. I didn't want to see.
So it does look like this warrant is about 4.5 years old and you haven't done anything to resolve it, so the bond is going to remain tonight, okay? If you'll step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork.
But I can post bond still?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Curtis to the podium and Mr. Hester to the chair.
Is that what happened? That's what I was trying to figure out. What was up with his face? Morning from the UK. What's
Good
up,
evening. Can
Laura?
I get your name and date of birth?
Chastity Curtis, 10/11/88. I have a hard time hearing, and can I get those headphone things? Sure.
Oh, she knows what's up. She's been here before. She's not a first timer. She knows about the headphones. What do you guys think she's here for? What kind of guesses would you guys throw this way? Hey, thank you, Hollywood 762. What do you guys think she's here for? Rugs?
Thank you.
frequent flyer, DV, trespassing, pills, a little bit of carga, drugs, or she's a.
Can you hear me okay?
What? Yes.
All right. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Chastity Curtis, 10/11/88.
Thank you, ma'am. And it does look like you have 3 cases on the calendar here
Three.
this evening. The first one is a new Superior Court case. It does include 1 count of aggravated taking ID of another, Class 3 felony. Actually, you got 3 counts of taking ID of another, Class 4 felony, and you've got taking the ID of another and causing loss, a Class 3 felony. You have 3 counts of false report to law enforcement, Class 1 misdemeanor, 2 counts of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, a Class 3 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 10th at 8:30. In this case, you have a secured appearance bond of $2,500. You have 2 additional cases on the calendar, and it looks like you're on probation. And when you were picked up for this new offense, that is a Term 1 violation in each of your probation cases. So I'll appoint counsel in those cases as well, and you'll have a probation revocation hearing on March 7th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $500 in each of your probation cases. So between all 3 cases, it's a secured appearance bond of $3,500. If you post that bond, you have written conditions of release to include no contact with the alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No.
All right. If you'll take those headphones off and hand them to the officer, if you set them down, it will interfere with the recording. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, we'll get some feedback or a loop.
Mr. Hester to the podium and Mr. Golden to the chair.
Golden Hester.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Jordan Hester, May 25th, 1992.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we are here on a new Superior Court case. It does include 1 count of criminal trespass in the 1st degree, a residential structure, a Class 6 felony, 1 count of assault, Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of threat or intimidation, a Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of disorderly conduct, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of criminal damage, a Class 2 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I am appointing counsel to represent you. I am setting a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $2,500 in this case. If you post bond, you'll have written conditions of release you'll need to comply with. It does include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with the alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses, and you must obey the terms of an order of protection if one has been issued or is issued in the future. All of that will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No.
All right, if you'll step to your left, they'll bring you that paperwork. We're going to need to reprint that one. Mr. Golden to the podium and Mr. Allen to the chair.
Hey, this isn't the same judge from last night. I don't think it is. What do you guys think? Is this the same judge from last night? Doesn't sound like her. This one sounds very confident.
Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Matthew Golden, 6857.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we have 2 cases on the calendar here this evening. The first one is a direct complaint, and it looks like that is for an offense date of May of 2020.
That's what I
And it
figured.
does include
Damn, he looks like he came out of the Lord of the Rings.
possession, a Class 4 felony, 2 counts of narcotic drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and 3 counts of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you and set a status conference March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 10th at 8:30. I'm affirming the secured appearance bond of $1,800 in that case. You also have a second case on the calendar. It's a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued for you. I'm going to affirm the attorney previously appointed and set a probation revocation hearing March 7th at 8:30. You have a $500 secured appearance bond in that case. So you have a total bond of $2,300. If that bond is posted, you have written conditions of release you need to comply with. It does include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. Do you have any questions? Okay, just step to your left. They'll give you that paperwork.
Sorry, no
Mr.
tortilla.
Allen to the podium and Ms. Bowling to the chair.
Sorry, no tortilla.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Christopher Allen, March 26, 1968.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you're here on a direct complaint with an offense date of December 31st, 2023. And it's for 1 count of criminal damage, a Class 4 felony. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you and set a status conference March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 10th at 8:30. I'm affirming the secured appearance bond of $2,000 in this case. If bond is posted, you'll have written conditions of release in which you'll need to comply with, and all of that information will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No, Your Honor. May I request an OR release? I just started a new job in Flagstaff, and that's how I became aware that there was a warrant, was on my third day of the job a week ago. Upon that time, I filed a motion to quash the warrant and try to schedule a hearing with the clerk of Maricopa County. So I don't want to lose my job.
She's gone already, homeboy.
Have you been seen by the Tempe court yet? Because it looks like you have a couple warrants from there as well.
No, I did not. I moved out of Maricopa County in the fall of last year. So I had no idea of any kind of warrant.
I was totally oblivious.
Officer, do you know if Tempe has a hold on him for those warrants?
Oh, shit. Wait, she gonna let him go? Hey, so that box behind me, unfortunately, I can't click on it. There's nothing I could, like, if I hover on it, it's not clickable for me.
3, 4 Tempe City court warrants.
And the reason I can't click on it,
I've not known of any warrants until I got this job, and they notified me, and they were wanting me to take care of it, and that's why I filed the motion to quash and to request a hearing, because I moved out of the Maricopa County last fall.
He's really trying. He might. It seems like he got her on the hook.
Here's the concern I have. If I were to release you on your own recognizance, one is you would have to come back down here for a hearing.
Yes, ma'am.
And secondly, if Tempe does pick you up on these warrants,
He filed the motion. That's what
and
he
you're
said.
held in custody because of those warrants, you wouldn't get any credit on this case for any time served. So you could still be in custody, and you're not getting any credit for it on this case. Is that a risk you're willing to take?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I mean, I'm looking at your criminal history.
And nothing showed up on the background check of, this was the only warrant that showed up on the background check. I don't know why something else is showing up for Tempe.
Yeah, it looks like it's a criminal damage charge is what it's indicating, but I don't have any information beyond that.
He's taking the risk. I can't take
But
that
I
right,
don't see any
Your
other
Honor.
felonies or anything of that nature. It looks like they're just misdemeanor charges out of Tempe. So, all right, well, I'll release you on your own recognizance, but then I'm going to change some of those hearing dates. And
If I click on it, look, this is what happens when I click on it,
those
look.
hearings down here, and if you don't,
You see, that's what happens if I click on it.
they will hold you on a bond next time, okay?
Yes, sir.
So your new dates will be March 17th at 8:30 and March 19th at 8:30, okay? Do you have any other questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, if you'll step outside, they'll bring you that paperwork in just a moment, okay? Thank you.
So the reason I can't click on it is
Ms.
because...
Bowling to the podium.
What up, Lex?
And Tremaine to the chair.
The reason I can't click on it is because I'm not actually in the Microsoft meeting, the Teams meeting. This is a screen grab of that meeting. So if even I wanted to click on it, it's not going to work.
For 2999, Samantha Bowling.
Thank you, ma'am. It does look like we have 4 cases on the calendar here this evening. The first one is a new Superior Court case. It does include 1 count of aggravated domestic violence, a Class 5 felony, and 1 count of disobeying an order of the court, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 10th at 8:30. In this case, you'll have a secured appearance bond of $500. Looks like you're also on probation in 3 cases. And so when you were picked up for this new offense, it's a term 1 violation in each of those cases. I'm going to appoint counsel and set a probation revocation hearing on March 7th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $50 in each of your probation cases for a total secured appearance bond of $650 between the 4 cases. You will have written conditions of release that will include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses. You must obey the terms of the order of protection that was previously issued, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Did you have any questions, ma'am?
No.
Okay, so step to your left, they'll give you that paperwork.
She ain't. Hey, look at her limping. She's
to the
limping.
podium, and Dylan Jerome to the chair.
To the chair. Woo! Up next, let's see. Que salga el desgraciado. O que pase el desgraciado. You might be wondering, damn, what is this lady screaming about? In other words, she's screaming for the bastard to come out. Easily translated. I might not be translated correctly, but close enough. So anytime you hear that, that's what that voice is saying. DUI. Let's see. They're probably sleeping. Rugs. She whooped someone's ass. Right, Jerome? St. Patty's Day court date. Oh, when is St. Patty's Day? That's gonna be a good one.
Good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Portugal, 1396.
Thank you. And it does look like we have 3 cases on the calendar here. The first one is a new Superior Court case. It does include 1 count of taking contraband into a correctional facility, a Class 2 felony, 1 count of dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of narcotic drug possession, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of theft, a Class 1 misdemeanor.
Damn,
Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you.
He was using the
We're
prison
going to have
wallet.
a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in this case of $250. It looks like you also have 2 probation violation warrants alleging you violated terms 3 and 5 in both of your probation cases. I'll appoint counsel in those cases as well and set a probation revocation hearing for March 7th at 8:30. In those cases, you also have a secured appearance bond of $250 in each case. So between the 3 cases, it's a total of $750. If bond is posted, you have written conditions of release you'll need to comply with. It will include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. Did you have any questions?
No.
Okay, just up to your left, they'll give you that paperwork, sir.
Damn, he got busted with the
Mr.
clavo.
Jerome to the podium, and Mr. Cole to the chair.
He got caught with the stash. Woo! Hopefully he didn't owe somebody money. That's why he was taking it in. Because if not, he's gonna be in trouble.
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Dylan Jerome, 5692.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you've got 2 cases on the calendar, and they're both probation violation warrants with allegations you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I'm going to appoint counsel and set a probation revocation hearing on March 7th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $500 in one case and $100 in the other for a total of $600. If bond is posted, you have written conditions of release to include contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. All of that information will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. If you step to your left, they'll give you your paperwork. Mr. Cole
Can't
to
do
the
the
podium
same.
and Mr.
Can't do
Lewis
the
to the
time.
chair.
Don't do the crime. Hey, gracias, Hollywood. Highly appreciate that. I don't know about sticking dope up my rectum, if you will. Doesn't sound too fun.
Good evening, sir. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Sabari Cole,
And your date of birth?
6581.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we're here on 2 cases. The first one is a new Superior Court case. It includes 1 count of criminal trespass in the first degree of a residential structure, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint counsel to represent you. You have a status conference March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30. Looks like you also have a probation violation warrant with allegations you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I'll appoint counsel in that case as well and set a probation revocation hearing on March 7th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $300 in your probation case and $50 on the new charge for a total of $350. If you post that bond, you have written conditions of release to include not returning to the scene of the crime and contacting your probation officer within 72 hours. Any questions? Okay, just up to your left, they'll give you that paperwork. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Lewis to the podium and Mr. Brown to the chair.
Mr. Brown.
Good evening, sir. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Wayne Lewis, 6/30/1990.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we have 3 cases on the calendar. The first one is a new Superior Court case, and it does include 1 count of dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 10th at 8:30. In this case, you have a secured appearance bond of $50. You also have a probation violation warrant with allegations you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I'll appoint counsel and set a probation revocation hearing on February 7th at 8:30, and you have a secured appearance bond of $100 in that case. And the last case on the calendar is a Justice Court warrant coming out of the West McDowell Justice Court indicating you failed to appear to hearing on November 21st, 2024, related to an offense of driving with a license that was suspended, revoked, or canceled. I will appoint counsel in that case and set an arraignment hearing in the West McDowell Justice Court on March 5th at 8:30, and you have a secured appearance bond of $50 in that case. So you have a total secured appearance bond of $200 between your three cases. If bond is posted, you have written conditions of release you need to comply with, and then you need to ensure you get to all of those hearings. All of that information will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go to your left. They'll give you that paperwork, sir. Mr. Brown to the podium and Mr. Rivera to the chair.
All right. What do you guys think these guys are here for? She said February 7th. Maybe she got confused.
Hi, good evening.
No,
Can I
it's
get
not.
your name and date of birth?
Marcus Brown, 06/24/1996.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we are here on a new Superior Court case.
Yes, ma'am.
It includes 2 counts of narcotic drug possession, a Class 4 felony.
You got that,
1
damn.
count of possession of use of a weapon
got
in a
that,
drug
girl.
offense. 1 count of possessing a deadly defaced weapon, Class 6 felony, and 1 count of carrying a deadly weapon and failing to admit a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. I'm going to set a status conference on March 17th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 19th at 8:30. I am releasing you today to pretrial services. You will get written instructions of release along with an envelope. You'll need to read the envelope, the instructions in the envelope carefully, and contact pretrial services once you've been released.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah, would I be able to do like, I'm from Michigan, and like last 6 months, I worked with my dad, and I like cut palm trees when I'm out in Arizona, or like when I'm in Michigan, I cut grass and like trim like bushels and stuff. But I stay out there during the summer from like 6 months, maybe like from right now, March to maybe August, you know, to when it gets like a little bit warmer, maybe even April to like August, boom. But is there a way like this year, like when it comes to probation, like ankle monitor to where I can like clear all my fines this year when it comes to that, like probation type deal? Because I don't have family, bro, so I would have to have somebody keep me, you know,
I mean,
top
as
of
of
it.
right now, you haven't been found guilty of anything. If
Yeah.
at the end of the resolution of this case, you are found guilty and probation is a part of that,
Okay.
I know sometimes it's an option to have other states do a courtesy probation for you, so that would definitely be something you could consider. But again, we're not there yet, but if it comes to that, definitely talk to your attorney about that and let them know your intention to partially live in another state, because that is very important because these are felonies.
Okay, and then while I'm here, is there a child support warrant that pops up?
This is like the what is it?
I see a child support. I see
First appearance. Like I wouldn't even
some
be asking the
Tucson
judge.
Municipal Court. Well,
any
those
of
are
these questions.
citations. I'm not even sure if those are warrants.
Those are DVs.
Would it be another state child support?
Yes, and it's out
Yeah.
of Phoenix. That's why I'm asking you.
No.
Or it's out of Tucson, but she's moved to Phoenix, so I don't know if the warrant's out of Phoenix. That's why I'm asking.
But it was in Arizona. one?
For real?
Yes. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Arizona.
the only Tucson stuff I see, again, it doesn't even indicate they're warrants, but that there were citations years ago. I don't show anything now. However,
Okay.
if they go to process you out and that comes up, they will bring you back in here to be seen on that. But as of right now, I don't see anything.
Okay, for sure. And I think I quashed those last DVs that I had just because she
these
never
other
showed up to court,
aliases.
so I think that's why they're popping up like now at that. Yeah.
Okay.
Some people
Okay,
can't
doke.
help themselves.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. Just
Some
look for
people
luck,
are
we'll give you that
talkers.
paperwork.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Rivera to the podium and Ms. Alcantar to the chair.
Hey, Jerome, we definitely got to find out what violating 3 and 5 is.
Good evening, sir. Could I
Good
get your
evening.
name and date of birth?
Robert Rivera, February 9th, 1977.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you're here on a Santan Justice Court warrant. It looks like it is for a failure to appear at a hearing on December 19th, 2024, related to a charge of disorderly conduct in September of 2024. Hold on, and then I'll give you an opportunity. Due to the nature of your charges, you're not entitled to court-appointed counsel, but you can hire an attorney at your own expense. You're going to have an arraignment hearing in the Santan Justice Court on March 18th at 9 a.m. I am going to release you on your own recognizance at your promise to appear at that hearing. You'll have written conditions of release you need to comply with, and I'll also include the Santan Justice Court phone number in there and the date, time, and location. All of that will be in your paperwork. Now, did you have any questions?
Yes, so I went to court twice on this already. I went once on October 28th or 9th. The judge entered a not guilty for me and then set up the trial date for December 19th. I went on December 19th, checked in with the court. They had me go to the prosecutor's office. I sat outside her office. She brought me in.
Too many birds living in his beard.
She had a plea laid out for me, but I told her I wanted to get it dismissed because I was the victim in the situation. She told me that she was going to ask for a 30-day extension and that she wanted me to send an email with a written in it that was asking for dismissal and my side of what was going on. So I sent that to her in mid-January.
Did anybody catch his name?
Email proof of that. I never got a response from her. I never got a response from the court. I never got a notice of another court date. I was there on the 19th. I checked in at the court on the 19th. I went to that court date. And I spoke to her, and then she was good. Her name's Megan Johnson, and she was going to ask for the extension, and then she wanted that email.
Long beard.
So I went home doing what she told me to do, and I got no other paperwork. I got no response from my email, nothing. I had no idea there would be another court date or if it was dismissed or what.
No, Rivera.
When I did a
Robert
background
Rivera.
check for one of my jobs at the end of October, this charge was on there as pending. And I did another one. I got back from the same background company, on February 5th, and it wasn't on there. So I'm super confused. Like when I got pulled over today for the red light.
You're confused.
And they
We're
were telling
confused.
me that. I was like,
we're all
I've been
confused.
to court twice for this already, so I don't understand where it's coming from. And I was there on the 19th. I mean, I'm on the log because checked in.
Gracias, Jose.
Unfortunately, because it is a justice court case, I have very limited information. The only thing I see is the hearing was February 19th. They've indicated.
I even have paperwork at home that she gave me on the 19th from her office while I was sitting there. Like, I mean, I could
They
provide
didn't
all of
issue
that,
the warrant until February 10th.
which is really weird.
So
Really weird.
you can take it up with them. The most I can do is release you today, but I don't have access to their file. I just have.
I don't mind showing them the proof too, but I'm so confused as to why I'm here when I know I went to both of my appointed dates already. So.
Yeah. And I do apologize that I can't answer that for you. That's just what their warrant indicates.
Yeah.
I guess all you can do is go to this next hearing at March 18th and
March
bring
18th.
that.
Is it going to be in where I went last time?
Santan Justice Court.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, no
Just
problem.
take your
I'll bring my email proof of the email I sent her. I'll bring the paperwork she gave me on the 19th because this honestly sounds like a clerical issue.
And you could call them in advance. I put their phone number on there. If you want to, see if you
I
can
will.
get anything
Yeah,
resolved
no, I will.
prior to
Yeah.
that. But if you don't, go to the hearing on March 18th, okay?
I definitely will. I would have went, if there were another one after the 19th, I would have went to that one too. So it's not like I was trying to avoid anything.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. All right, if you'll describe your paperwork, they'll have that information. Thank you, sir. Ms. Alcantara to the podium, and Mr. Hidalgo to the chair.
Sorry, no tortilla.
Sorry, no tortilla for you, buddy. Exit left.
Hello, good morning, or good evening. Could I get your name and date of birth?
Maybe.
Irene Alcantar, 4/29/1999.
Thank you, ma'am. It does look like we are here on a new municipal court case coming out of the Guadalupe Municipal Court. It is for one count of assault, Class 1 misdemeanor, and one count of criminal damage, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. You're going to have an arraignment hearing in the Guadalupe Municipal Court on March 19th at 8:30. And just so you are aware, the Tempe Municipal Court is hearing the cases for Guadalupe, so when you get your paperwork and it has a Tempe address, that is accurate. Make sure you go to the Tempe location for that hearing on March 19th. I am releasing you today on your own recognizance at your promise to appear at that hearing. You're going to have written conditions of release that you'll need to make sure you review carefully because there is an alleged victim in this case. You are not to have any uninvited contact with that alleged victim. If the alleged victim consents to it, but then revokes it, you will have to quit having any communication with the alleged victim.
Consents to be a victim?
All of this information will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
I don't know if it's in the paperwork, but just in case I can't make it that day, am I able to change the court date? I'm just, because I don't know my schedule that far out.
So I put the phone number in there. You'll have to contact that court to see if they can change it. If they can't change it, then make sure you go or they will issue a failure to appear warrant.
Okay.
Okay? Anything else? No. Okay, just to your left, I'll give you that paperwork. Mr. Hidalgo to the podium and Mr. Ramos to the chair.
And if you haven't done so, please do so. Hit that follow button.
Good evening,
It's free
sir. Can I get your name and date of birth?
99.
Hayden Hidalgo, August 26, 1994.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like you have a warrant out of the Parker Justice Court, and it looks like it's failure to pay some fees. Looks like it might be dated back to 2013.
Yes, very far back.
So 1 second, let me go through this and then I'll give you an opportunity. So you're not entitled to court-appointed counsel due to the nature of the charges. You are going to have an arraignment hearing in the Parker Justice Court on March 5th at 8:30. I am going to release you on your own recognizance today that you're promised to appear. Sometimes when it's only fines and fees that are owed, you can contact them and get on a payment plan or resolve it without having to go to the hearing. However, if you don't get it resolved, you do need to go to that hearing. It is coming up very quick in another county, so the information will be in there on where to appear. But did you have any questions?
Did this dude come out in
I was
Boogie
just very
Nights?
confused at how the warrant had come up in the first place. I was under the impression that this case was resolved. This warrant is showing that it came up in 2018 when I was incarcerated until from 16 to 21 for failure to pay fines or whatever it may be. Which I was confused how that could be while I was incarcerated. You know, I was obligated to pay those fines even at that time. But the sentence was supposed to be run concurrent with the sentence that I was in DOC for, and supposed to be absolved after that. And so obviously it's not, but I'm more than willing to figure it out and handle it. But I just was very surprising today to come up with this.
If it is a fees issue, I don't usually going to,
And that may be why.
DOC doesn't resolve, especially like justice court cases,
Right.
it typically isn't going to resolve the fees. You're still going to owe those. It looks like the offense date was in 2013, so I'm making a couple assumptions, but I'm assuming you owed those fees before you went to prison, and they just happened to issue the warrant when you were in there. And they probably didn't even know that you were there. But again, it's a justice court case in another county, so all I have is a copy of the warrant. But that's some of my assumptions. But I would call them, see if you can work something out with them, because again, it does look like it is solely a failure to pay fees with them. Okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have a good night.
You too.
Next.
Mr. Ramos to the podium.
Hey, what kind of uniform was that he had on?
Good evening. Can I get your name and date of birth?
12385, Sergio Ramos. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And it does look like we have two cases on the calendar. The first one is a new Superior Court case, and it is for one count of dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony.
Boogie Nights.
For purposes of today, I'm not finding probable cause. The drug they allegedly found is not a dangerous drug, and that is what you have been charged with. That doesn't mean they're going to dismiss it. They still may change the charge and move forward or test the substance, and it may be a dangerous drug, but for tonight only, I'm not finding probable cause. But I'm still going to appoint an attorney to represent you and give you some hearing dates you need to attend.
Thank you, ma'am.
If you fail to appear at these hearings, you could be issued a failure to appear warrant.
Yes, ma'am. That's what I'm already in trouble for.
Slow down,
So you have a status conference March 17th at 8:30.
Okay.
And a preliminary hearing March 19th at 8:30. You also are on probation.
Yes, I know, ma'am. And I've been
so-
doing really well.
So when you were
you're all
picked up for
amped
this
up.
new offense,
Slow your
it's a
roll,
term one
playboy.
violation, but I'm not finding probable cause on
This is a
the
different one.
underlying charge, so I'm not finding probable cause on the probation case either, but I'm still, again, going to appoint counsel and set a hearing for you, and just make sure you go to those. It'll be on March 7th at 8:30. Dates, times, locations will be in your paperwork. You have 3 hearing dates coming up. Again, make sure you go, even though I'm not finding probable cause, to avoid a failure to appear warrant, okay? All right, if you'll step to your left, they'll give you that
Okay,
paperwork.
so I got a warrant, ma'am?
No, you don't have a warrant. I'm saying go to those hearings so you don't get one.
Okay, so I'm not a warrant.
No, you are being OR'd. I'm gonna release you,
Okay.
but don't skip the hearings because
No,
you
ma'am.
might
No,
get a
ma'am.
warrant.
Okay, yeah, okay, and that's on the 7th?
The first one's on the 7th, yes.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank
Thank you,
Kids,
sir.
kids, don't do rugs. Don't do them.
All right, case number 26, Eduardo Armenta, date of birth September 27th, 1992. Will proceed to the house call due to him being combative. He is here on a failure to appear bench warrant. I am going to affirm the attorney previously appointed to represent him and set a status conference March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing March 10th at 8:30. I am affirming the secured appearance bond of $500. He has written conditions of release he needs to comply with, and if anything changes after I meet with him, I will update the written record.
These are house calls.
Case number 14,
They don't have to- they're,
Mr. Farmer. Do we know why he's not here?
Danger to himself.
Thank
Yep.
you. Robert Farmer, date of birth January 29th, 1956, will proceed as a house call due to being a danger to self and others. We are here on a surprise municipal court case for one count of criminal trespass in the second degree, a Class 2 misdemeanor. He is not entitled to court-appointed counsel due to the nature of his charges, but I'm going to set an arraignment hearing in the surprise municipal court on March 25th at 1:30. I am releasing Mr. Farmer on his own recognizance. That's his promise to appear at that hearing. He will have written conditions of release to include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime. If anything changes after I meet with him, I will update the written record. We will now stand in recess until the 5 a.m. calendar.
5 a.m. Hey, guys, so that's it. That's it for tonight. This is the last court of the day. But don't you worry. There'll be more coming in the next few hours. The next court is going to be happening at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're in Arizona, then it'll be 5 a.m. Yup. But I will not be up for that one. But if you jump on my YouTube account, I will be streaming it. I'll leave it streaming all night. And you're more than welcome to attend. Here is the name of the YouTube channel, at CollectCallFrom, same as this channel here, at CollectCallFrom. I most likely I'll be on for the. You know what? I'll be on for the 7 o'clock one, most likely, unless I oversleep. But if you guys want to check in, we would highly appreciate it over here. Hey, thank you, Jose. Highly appreciate that follow. Be like Jose. Hey, it's free 99. Doesn't cost you anything, and don't trip. I don't expect anything from you guys. I don't expect any gifts. I'm not gonna be asking you guys for money. But what I do want is that follow. That's the most important thing, because I'm trying to grow both channels, or all three channels, if you will. On TikTok, we got 2. We got the big one that has 18,000 followers. Then we got the smaller one that has 1,500. And on YouTube, we just hit 5,000 subscribers. And if you're wondering what kind of things we do over here, we do a whole wide variety of things when it comes to incarceration. We do calls from prison, collect calls. We do interviews over video visits. We also do prison releases. Hopefully, we got some prison releases coming up this year. So hopefully, I'll be able to stream those live and direct, like I've done in the past, like I did last year. Last year, I was able to do two in-person live releases. Let me see what else. What else do we do around? Oh yeah, we do the border parole hearings from different states. Hey, thank you for following way down south. I think that's what it says. Can't see it. Your name has way too many letters. We do border parole hearings, and then we do initial appearances in the states of Arizona and Florida. Florida's definitely been a wild one. Dade County. So hopefully, hopefully they run the court tomorrow for Dade. Arizona runs their court every single day of the week. So tomorrow, definitely, even if I'm not on, like I said, I'll have the stream running on YouTube. So you're more than welcome to jump on over and check it out. Come on at 4 a.m. Anyhow, hey, I am Collect Call James. You guys are watching. You have a Collect Call From. And like I said around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it slices out. What time is Dade? Dade starts at about 6:30 a.m. my time, Pacific Standard Time. Definitely check it out, because it is a trip. It's a real trip, and it runs for a few hours. Anyhow, hey, like I said right here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it slides out. And with that, I'm out. A rato y buenas noches to everybody that's tuning in. Appreciate you guys, all right? Good night. If I could shut this thing off here. See here. Bam. See, shut off my camera. Good night, Barbie. Good night, everybody that's still on the YouTube chat. Highly appreciate you guys. See you guys mañana.